Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So you guys loved my last video where I did 5 muscle groups that women love in men. So of course I have to come back and give you guys the 5 muscle groups that men love in women. And honestly, these are muscle groups that women ourselves love as well, because they just make your whole body look very sculpted and very feminine. I also know this because these are muscle groups that I have been complimented on by men. So men must love these muscle groups, right? Okay, so let's just get straight into it. And number 1 is probably the most obvious. I'm gonna give you guys 2 seconds to guess. Yeah, you're right. The booty, the glutes. So yeah, in the fitness world, we call it glutes. But yes, the booty, the derriere, the cheeks, the peaches. So yeah, I think that's a pretty obvious one. But men do notice the glutes immediately. But most importantly, well-trained glutes just shape your entire lower body. And no, lifting weights does not make your booty hard. I keep seeing this big misconception. Muscle booties are still soft, they still jiggle. Okay, it's just that they're a lot more firm and toned than somebody who just probably has a lot of fat stored in their lower body. Now, of course, to each their own preference. Some men do like a little more fat than, you know, muscle. But most men find that lifted, sculpted, shelf-like booty very, very attractive. So it's not just big, it's well-trained, it's round. Like I said, it's lifted, it's sculpted, and it shows that she has put in a lot of work. So if you're a lady and your goal is to achieve or develop round, sculpted glutes, here are some exercises that I highly recommend that you be doing in your lower body workout days. I have so many videos on booty exercises, so make sure that you check those out. Number 1, and RDL is perfect because it hits not just your hamstrings, but it also hits your glutes in a really good way. Also, hip thrusts. Hip thrusts should be your bread and butter. Okay, this is a very good glute isolation exercise. Another exercise that I highly recommend that you're doing is a Bulgarian split squat. You can also do glute bridges. Now, I like to alternate and just add this variation into like a hip thrust, but you can do both or just choose one or the other. And the last exercise is an accessory movement, which is a cable kickback. And of course, you can add other accessory movements like a hip abduction or a hip adduction. And these exercises just give you that peachy, sculpted shape that a lot of men find attractive. The second muscle group is something that I also get a lot of compliments on, mostly by men, and that is your shoulders or just your arms, your upper body. Toned, lean, sculpted arms. Now, we're not talking about massive arms like the Hulk or bodybuilder arms. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is just having arms that show that you actually are intentional with your training. Now, most women go to the gym, they do the lower body exercises, okay? They can squat, they can hip thrust, heavy, but a lot of women ignore their upper body because they don't want that masculine look. But ladies, let me tell you, okay, having defined arms is absolutely sexy. Okay, so this one is so underrated, but it's so important. So a toned upper back, toned shoulders, toned arms, that instantly gives you that hourglass silhouette. And that's because it widens the top of your body to give you that frame of having a smaller waist. So having a sculpted upper body gives you the illusion of a smaller waistline. A lot of women make the mistake of thinking that having an hourglass shape is just building their lower body. Like I said, they go to the gym, they do the lower body exercises, great, done, good, but they completely ignore the rest of their body up top. And you need that frame up top to really give you the shape at the bottom. And men love this look as well because you look proportional, you look sculpted, and you just look well put together. So this idea or this mentality that training your upper body or having sculpted arms makes you look masculine, it doesn't. It actually makes you look more feminine. So if you are looking for exercises that you can do for your upper body, you can do this once a week, okay? You don't have to go crazy ham on this, but if you want exercises that will tone your upper back, your shoulders, the arms, then you definitely should be doing some lateral raises. You can do this with dumbbells, and they don't have to be super heavy weights, but just enough to trigger some muscle definition, right? Next, you can be doing any variation of a back row. So for me, I love either doing barbell rows, or I like using dumbbells to perform my rows, or you can do a machine back row. These are all great. Next is a lat pull down. This is a great way to target your lats. And lastly, a dumbbell shoulder press. And I'm going to throw in here one tricep exercise, okay? Train your triceps as well. And these exercises will transform the way your tops, your dresses, and even your activewear just fits and looks on you. The next muscle group that men find attractive, if you guessed it, is the waistline. Okay, men love a little small waist. And I'm not talking about having shredded abs. And the reason why men love it is because it shows discipline and it adds shape to your midsection. So it just gives you that clean, feminine silhouette. And of course, it just makes your outfits just frame you perfectly. So of course, your diet is key here. If you have a little bit of belly fat that you want to lose, or you just want to see a little bit of ab definition, then definitely focus on your diet. But diet aside, exercises that you should be doing if you just want a stronger core and you want a little bit of ab definition, you can do ab workouts like a plank. You can do the regular or the side planks. You can do cable crunches. These are really, really good. This is actually my favorite ab workout. Then you could do hanging knee raises. You can also do some Russian twists or any oblique work. There are so many really good core exercises out there. Now, you don't need to do too much for your midsection. For me, I literally only have like 2 core workouts that I do, because full body training, compound lifting specifically already targets your core in a really, really good way. However, if you want that extra definition, then just choose like 3 to 4 max exercises. And if you need some exercise ideas, then I'm going to just pin or link my core workout video, and you can just do this like twice a week or 3 times a week. And this should help you get that midsection slim down in no time. If you are struggling with what to eat, please grab my digital cookbook or get any of my ebook training programs. I have 4-week plans, I have 6-week plans. These plans come with meal guides, so that's out there for you to check out. And the next muscle group are the thighs. Ooh, I love me some sexy thighs. So I can imagine that the men also love this part of a woman's body as well. You know, when you just have like thick thighs that are very firm and like toned. Strong thighs are not only attractive, but they make your entire lower body just look balanced. And men notice thighs a lot more than they're willing to admit. And it's not really about the bulk, okay? I'm just talking about a little bit of tone that makes it obvious that you put in a little bit of work. And the reason why men love it is that it shows that you actually lift, and thighs balances out your glutes. It makes you look athletic and strong, and it also helps with your posture. Again, I have so many workouts to help you build strong, defined thighs, AKA I'm talking about the quads, the hamstrings here for those who want to know specifically the muscle groups to train. These are the parts that I'm talking about. So if you're looking for exercises to help you build out your thighs, then number 1, you definitely should be doing a leg press or a hack squat. Now, I personally have been loving hack squats these days. Now, you can do hack squats and you can be doing barbell squats as well. These are really, really great. Then I recommend doing step ups. Also, hamstring curls are chef's kiss. Some form of lunges. Now, these can be forward lunges, these can be deficit reverse lunges. Again, RDLs, I'm going to throw them in here as well. Now, your hamstrings are what's going to add that curve from the side of your legs, which just ties everything together. Like, there's no other way to put it, but hamstring definition is definitely elite. Last but not least, now this one actually took me by surprise because I did ask a few guys. I did a little social experiment before I made this video. I asked a few of my male friends and they said calves. Now, I did not see this coming because calves is such a small muscle that most people, including men as well, kind of just don't pay attention to. So when we go to the gym, we'll do everything. We'll do our squats, we'll do the upper body workouts, but a lot of people just skip training their calves. So this is a very neglected muscle. However, a lot of the men that I spoke to, they find that women who have strong, toned, defined calves very attractive. And ladies, let me tell you, calves are such a beautiful muscle on women. Your calves give your legs shape and structure. And even I, as a woman, when I see a woman with toned calves, like, I find that attractive, not in a sexual way, but in a more appreciative way. Because like I said, calves are such a neglected muscle, and calves just make your entire lower body come together, and it looks so aesthetically pleasing, and your calves just shows your athleticism. So here are some calf exercises that you should probably throw into your workouts minimum twice a week. And this just not goes for the women, but also for the men, okay? Because some of y'all don't be doing your calves. So first exercise, standing calf raises. I think this is the one that I love to do. It's very easy. You can do this anywhere. Just grab some dumbbells, and you could even do this on a hack squat machine, or even when you finish your leg presses. Then, of course, you have your seated calf raises. When it comes to your calves, you don't really need much. You just need consistency. So if you can throw this into your workouts 2 to 3 times a week as a finisher, that's all you need. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think that most men are attracted to discipline. Okay, when you see a woman who lifts, I think most men in general just find that attractive, because that's a quality that you don't really see in a lot of people. And yeah, that is it for my video. Guys, let me know in the comments if I'm right. Do you find these muscle groups attractive, or is this just a little bullshit? Let me know in my comments. And as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.